I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like, fascist weird. Like, Nazi propaganda weird.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is the propaganda. I also am thinking about like all of the young girls who are doing their back to school shopping right now at places like American Eagle who are seeing ads like this. Yikes. Also, American Eagle is mostly a brand that like teenagers to like young adults shop at, and so the fact that like this type of advertising is being used that feels so for the male gaze and so overutilized, like I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Yes, someone reacted to this, calling this ad Nazi propaganda is illustrative of everything that is wrong with this country at this moment. It is ridiculous. I was shocked, to see the backlash Libras are coming out after this ad. Maybe because woke advertising is over, these people get offended by everything. Now, look at what they are saying. Sydney is facing criticisms over her new American Eagle campaign, which, despite aiming to support domestic violence survivors, has been level toned down by some viewers for being all about her. That is what they attribute this crazy Libras. I don't know. They used to love all this woke advertising to a level when they see real things like this.
She should ever be shooting her bail ever again. Never again. She's shown you who she is multiple times over now. Because see, everybody seems to have forgotten about / swept under the rug the fact that at her mother's 60th birthday party, they had spin-off hats made of Make America Great Again hats that said Make 60 Great Again. Not only that, her close family was at that party wearing Blue Lives Matter shirts. Not only that, that party was thrown at a ranch, and that may seem like an insignificant detail compared to the other two, right? But you couple the aesthetic of the clothing that people were wearing with the fact they actively chose a ranch as a venue. I don't know. It's kind of just blatantly saying racism to me. It's saying I'm a conservative piece of shit. That's what it's telling me. And people did the typical thing they do when a white person they like shows them that they are actually a conservative. They say, oh, well, that was just their family. You know what I'm saying? They can't control their family's views. Like, that doesn't say anything about their political tilt. You know what I'm saying? And then Sydney Sweeney came out with the statement, oh, you guys, I just wanted to share photos of my mother's birthday party and you guys made it some insane political statement. No, y'all are wearing Make America Great Again hats and Blue Lives Matter shirts at a birthday party. You are making it political. That attire never needs to be worn at a birthday party.
Your phone is not broken. No, that was not AI. Yes, that was a real ad by American Eagle, and it's a real campaign featuring Sydney Sweeney basically boasting eugenics. A lot of people are upset because there's a lot of nuance to this as to why they should be upset. But at the end of the day, this is not surprising. This is who they have always been. If you've been following my page for a while, you know I believe 3 things. A leopard can't change its spots, the North will always remember, and if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's more than likely itself. And no better example than American Eagle, right? Because I was a teen in the early 2000s, and I remember places like American Eagle, Aeropostale, Abercrombie & Fitch. Yes, Abercrombie & Fitch was the worst out of all of the Y2K brands when it came to like ostracizing people. You know, Aeropostale and American Eagle were not too far off, okay? They still carried things like a 000. They weren't as inclusive when it came to their models or who they were hiring. Like, they did a little bit better than A&F, but not much, which is why this ad is not surprising. Starting off the bat, they went in with queer baiting. A lot of people thought they were teasing Renee Rapp and that this was going to be this big campaign that was going to promote more inclusivity, but joke's on them, it was Sydney Sweeney.
The words we use are never unintentional, and so for American Eagle to say that Sydney Sweeney has good genes is not an accident. So, there's an ad that was scrubbed from the internet that said why Sydney Sweeney has good genes. It talks about how genes are passed down throughout time from your mother, from your father, and you get your genes from your parents. Her genes are blue. She wanted us all to know her genes are blue. And this is not a far cry to say that it is the amping up of eugenics in this country. It is the ramping up of choosing certain models, people to promote certain items that look like what they want their customers to look like.
Can Sydney Sweeney stop appealing to the incel market? It's getting annoying. She just did an ad with American Eagle, which is a clothing company basically known for their jeans. It kind of starts with her zipping up her clothes and the camera moving up her body. It is Sydney Sweeney. She's very attractive. And she's narrating, genes are important. They discover things like skin color, eye color, and hair color. Odd. The camera makes it up to her face, and she says, "My genes are blue," as the camera zooms in on her blonde hair and blue eyes. Not to sound like a lib here or anything, but like, if you watch the commercial, it does kind of feel like their Third Reich posting.
So first and foremost, y'all, the ad is apparently supposed to be her selling jeans, but like, if you watch it, you don't get that vibe that that's what she's selling, like, at all. So for starters, right, the ad that I've seen, because again, I'm not sure if there's multiple, I don't even need to see multiple though, but the ad that I've seen, it's so creepy and it's so obvious that they're trying to promote eugenics. Like, and I think, again, this all goes to like my apparently too woke theory that conservative media is literally overtaking like the entire like media atmosphere. Also, I'm switching the lighting because it's making my concealer look so light. And I promise y'all it is not that light. I promise you. Anyway, it'll blend out. I promise you. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, like when you see it, like it's just like a eugenics campaign. It literally is a eugenics campaign. Like, of course, you're going to say that the blonde haired, blue eyed girl has great genes. And people are trying to say, oh, well, it's just a reference to her big boobs. Okay. Like, I'm sure it's also a reference to that. But let's also like, I'm 100% sure at the same time that two things can be true at once. So it's also about literally the fact that she's a white blonde girl.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe you've seen the backlash. You can say other things about this ad, not this issue of struggling to link with MAGA. Oh, this, it is insane. I did research to actually see what was this all about. When you take a look at this, according to Grove, the Sydney campaign was a high-stake gamble for American Eagle, hitting significant financial and brand visibility gains by leveraging her star power on a bold marketing shift. However, it is subjective tone and perceived insensitivity to the domestic vow caused backlash, highlighting the challenges of balancing provocative advertising with social responsibility while it revitalized AEO's market presence. The controversy underscored the polarized cultural landscape surrounding celebrity-driven campaigns. That is the truth. When I see people actually going off saying all sort of things about this, it's crazy. If you do a work campaign, with this, there are somebody like Dylan, these people will not complain. They will appreciate the ad. They will say, oh, that's good. But now we no longer bend into work campaigns. We saw what happened to Bud Light. People are wise up to take up real women, in doing things like this. When you take a look at this, subjective tone and objectification was one of the main focus with these people. A promotional video featuring Sydney joking about her jeans while the camera pinned to her chest. You saw the beginning of the video where the camera pinned down. That has been a focus to a lot of people. They don't look at the jeans, they focus their eyes on her dress, which to me is insane. She has shown you the dresses, and when you look at the stock market, it is going up. Telling you this was actually a good marketing strategy. When I watched that video at the beginning of this video, I was not even thinking about anything. I was focused on the gym until I had to watch people's reaction to this campaign. I understand some people's mind are. Thank you guys for always been sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. Please share the video. If you see short clips at the end of this video, that is for the YT algorithm.
And on the behalf of the American people. So what I am saying
that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, you got What a voice. I cried. But any barriers, don't minds, limitations.
So many rules.
My choices are mine. Making this easy. People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like I've written books. I've given speeches. Line up.
It is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial. 100
has been overwhelming. The lies in there
Not going to end.
He says, but what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense.
This is definitely a self-defense case, because it always is one and two.
Registration Act is
Talking about
Term. And you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
how bad is his reputation going to be?
It's bad.
I need to connect the dots.
Going to carry a level of weight.
Position.